Your vision is our vision. Colecovision.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. Time for another game in our 20 from the Colecovision series, and this is game number 7. It was a fantastic arcade release by Exidy in 1981. Very cool Pac-Man type maze game. And this is Mouse Trap. And it is not based on the old classic board game. No. Like I said, this is a Pac-Man type maze game. Here you control a mouse who's trying to avoid a maze with cats and trying to eat all the cheese in the maze. But he can not only turn into a dog if he eats a dog bone and start catching the cats for points, but he can also open 3 types of doors that the cats cannot. There is a red door, a yellow door, and a blue door, and there are 3 buttons to use to open those doors. And there is also the dog button, and that lets him turn into a dog only if he's eaten a dog bone. And you will see 4 dog bones in the maze. And you can save them up and use them at later times if you need to. This game was so cool. I loved it. One of the biggest draws, we'll get started, was the sound effects from the arcade, and unfortunately they're not all translated faithfully to this game, but the look of the game is spot on. Not only will you have to contend with the cats, but if you select skill level 2, 3, or 4, you will have to face the hawk. Select skill level 2, because the hawk was in the arcade game, and to not have the hawk in the game is just wrong in my opinion. There, I turn into a dog. There will be special prizes that appear in the maze, and when you eat one, another one will appear somewhere else in the maze. Now, it will eventually reach a high point where there will be no more prizes that'll appear. But you can start getting a decent amount of points by collecting those prizes one after another, and they will increase in value by 200. They will start at 1,000, so they will go 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, 1,600, etc., etc. Now, if the hawk starts chasing you, and you want to get it off your tail, there is a central mark that says in. You can enter that, and that actually makes the hawk stupid. And the arcade game even says so. I thought that was hilarious. But the hawk changes its flight pattern. On skill level 2, the hawk isn't terribly smart or hot on your tail as it is in the higher skill levels. But it can still be a pain in the butt, and it can kill you even if you're a dog. And I keep getting those prizes because they will increase in value the more you get. If you lose a life, then the prize list will start over at the beginning. If you keep going from level to level, I think the prize list restarts. You will get an extra life at 40,000, and note that in those little corner pens, the cats can still reach you. Whenever you enter that in space, you will be sent to one of those 4 corners, and if there's a cat right on that corner, you are screwed. Now, like I was saying, a big draw for me for the arcade game was the sound effects that are not entirely present in this version. This version was released in 1982. It was one of the earlier releases for the Colecovision, and the original arcade game was released by Exidy in 1981. There was an actual dog bark sound and a cat meow sound and the hawk made a jungle sound. It was great. It would go, oh, 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 ah, ah. It was hilarious. And I kind of missed that with the Colecovision version, but it is still a fantastic port. It looks just like the arcade. And the music is very similar. The music does get a bit repetitive, I've got to admit. This is such a fantastic game. This was one of the main reasons to get a ColecoVision, but shoot, just about every arcade port was gold as far as the ColecoVision was concerned. Oh crap, I didn't notice that that cat was going into a dead end and would retrace his steps. The cats will not backtrack unless they run into a dead end or they run into each other. So you can often follow a cat to safety or something. Oh crap, I only had a couple pieces left. Now if you're playing this game and you use like the ColecoVision controls, or as I did, the keyboard, the computer keyboard, the three keys that open the doors will open the colors in order: red, yellow, blue. So if you have to remember right off the top of your head, look how fast the cats move by this point, which doors in which order they are, try to remember the word rib, but it's not spelled R-I-B, it's spelled R-Y-B, rib, red, yellow, blue. So if you got your first three fingers on those keys, think red, yellow, blue, or rib, when you need to open a door, and that makes it much easier, in my opinion. The points that you get for eating the cats are 100, 300, 500, 700, and 900. And if you manage to be a dog for a very long time somehow, or get a whole bunch of cats in a row, oops, damn it, then just know that 900 is the max, and any more cats after that will be 900. And you get a 10,000 point bonus for completing every level. You will get an extra life every 40,000. Now, with the higher skill levels, I don't know for sure if they will all grant you an extra life at 40,000. Maybe some of them don't grant you an extra life. Maybe some of them grant you an extra life at higher levels. I don't know for sure. But the difficulty, of course, is higher with the higher levels. With skill level 1, yeah, you do not even face the hawk at all. And that's too easy. No, you want it like the arcade, and there's an extra bonus mouse. So I would recommend you play skill level number 2. Yeah, the hawk is not terribly smart on skill level 2. He's a little smarter on skill level 3 and skill level 4. Ooh, I'm gonna get a lot of cats. There we go. Get the maximum for that cat. Early on, go for all those extra prizes. Usually, if a cat stops when it's in its pen area, damn, just one more. There we go. Yeah, usually if a cat stops in its outer area outside the maze before it enters, then that means it's just about to enter. See that cat on the left and on the right. We're just waiting for a second before they enter the maze. Yeah, I love the original arcade game of Mouse Trap. I think I might have first seen it at Malibu Grand Prix, an arcade that has had locations across the U.S., but it's pretty much all gone now. There might be 1 or 2 locations left. I've been to 2 different ones, one in Orlando, Florida, and one in Portland/Beaverton, Oregon. Ah, crap, yeah, there I took the inn, and I went to a corner that had a cat in it, so I was screwed. I could have gotten the cheese first for extra points, but yeah, the cheese is the first prize. Then it goes key, glasses, candle, bugle, ring, safety pin, and then a bunch of other ones. I think the order of prizes was different in the arcade, but a number of those prizes were recycled. Ooh, that was lucky. I was just about ready to turn back into a mouse, and I still killed that cat. But yeah, a number of those prizes, those special prizes, were like recycled in other Exidy games. I think I'd seen some of the prizes in Venture and Pepper 2. And Pepper 2 will be later on this list. It's a very cool Amadar kind of a clone game. Yeah, remember that those cats can get into those corners to kill you. It looks like a safe area, but it's not. Yeah, I did pretty good on this game. The arcade I was okay at. You generally get upwards from around 90,000 or so. This is far and away the best I've ever done on the Colecovision version, and I hadn't played the Coleco version until recent years. I used to have the arcade, the Atari 2600 port, and it was alright. It was too easy. That one I could marathon. But this is such a great port. You'd really be hard-pressed to find an arcade port that is not good on the Colecovision. I don't know that there is a bad arcade port on the Colecovision. I think the controls are trying to control this on a computer keyboard is not easy. Oh my god, it's so difficult. You have to have super fast, twitchy fast reflexes, and you can easily go by it. Oh crap! Yeah, the cats were too fast for me. You can easily go by a turn on accident instead of making the turn, and I just ran headlong into a cat eventually. Well, we'll take a quick look at the other skills settings, and this is skill number 1. And like I said, this does not even have the hop. And so, as long as you're not super clumsy, just go get those prizes over and over and over again until you can't get any more. From what I've noticed, there will be a limit to the prizes that you can get, but on levels after that, there will be an additional prize if you collect all those. There will be an additional prize after that for each level. So you get one extra one, and then one extra one on the following stage, etc., etc. And here, this first stage, it just goes up to, I think, the ring. Right there. And then you could get the safety pin on the following level if you collect all those prizes first. And now let's take a look at skill setting number 3. The cats are a bit faster. The hawk is more tenacious. Yeah, the hawk was probably skill setting number 3 or 4 in the arcade. And like I said, I love the sound, the jungle sound when he appears in the maze. It's funny. Just all the sound effects from the arcade were great. They're unfortunately not completely replicated in the Colecovision version, but it is still awesome, and it looks just like the arcade. Hope the weather's okay for you. Boy, it got hot these last couple days in my neighborhood. Good gravy. Got all the fans blowing. Well, that was a Mouse Trap for the Colecovision, created by Coleco Industries Incorporated in 1982, and the original was by Exidy in 1981. This is Crazy Climber 80, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed game number 7 in our 20 from the Colecovision series, and I hope to see you soon with game number 6. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.